You gotta keep your eyes open, cause they're always on the creep. They're plotting and they scheming while you're dreaming in your sleep. Believe what you want, turn the dial if you ain't feeling me. Unless you gain the knowledge, everything's a conspiracy. Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Sinumatic and this is Conspiracy Time. Just bear with me 1 second. I want to give a shout out to SNDZ11 for giving me this gameplay. I told him I'd upload it for him. Hopefully get him a little exposure. He goes 39-0. And right off the bat, you're going to see the guys he's playing against really fucking suck. Not to take anything away from him playing, but, you know, I just want you guys to know I went and checked. These are real people he's playing. They just, for the most part, are terrible. Hell, I don't even care about going 39-0 myself, but shit, if I could play some guys that were this bad, I'd be having a field day. It'd be fun as fuck. They do get some kills though, guys. They get a few, but that's neither here nor there. But Conspiracy Time today, we're going to talk about Planet X, Niburu. And my boy, I found out about this in like 2005, and it kind of like lost my mind or whatever, like slipped my mind. And then my boy Archive612 says, hey homie, go watch my video, tell me what you think. And he did a video about Planet X. So shout out to Archive612 for bringing that back to my attention. I'll also link him in the description. Now what Planet X is it's supposedly been confirmed now as the 10th planet in our solar system. It's only visible like every 2,000 years or something like that. And basically when we can see it through a telescope, and it looks like we have two suns. It's out all day, all night. And the reason that this is a Conspiracy Time episode is because they're saying that it's going to strike the Earth December 21st, 2012, which is when the Mayan calendar, the long count expires. Sorry about the dogs, guys. But yeah, you know, the Mayan calendar has a long count, and it basically stops on December 21st, 2011. I mean, 2012. I'm sorry, 2012. And they're calling that the end of the world. So hopefully, you know, it's not, but you never know these days. We have no clue, because the Mayans were some really smart motherfuckers, and they knew a lot about astrology and time, and basically we got our calendar system from theirs in a sense. So, you know, they weren't any dummies. They were really smart. But so, you know, if this planet was to collide with the Earth, that could be definitely disastrous. They say the planet's bigger than Pluto. Even if this isn't, you know, true, it boggles my mind that there's a planet out, and I know a lot of people right now that have no clue of what the fuck I'm talking about. They're like, Planet X, that's just some conspiracy stuff. No, Planet X is not a conspiracy. Niburu is not a conspiracy. It is a real thing. You can look it up all over Google. I will link you to some videos. I would say watch these videos with the open mind, because a lot of them are going to point towards, you know, some conspiracy theory that it's going to explode and hit the Earth. I'm not saying that that is true. I do want to bring to your attention, though, that it is an actual planet, and it does exist. And if you want to get into the conspiracy stuff, cool. If not, you know, at least you know the planet exists. I myself, I don't necessarily believe a lot of these conspiracy theories. I believe some of the stuff in them might be true. I do believe that there is stuff going on that none of us know about, that's being kept secret from us, from our governments and, you know, our scientists and things like that. And that's why I like to do these conspiracy theories. But I have a few more minutes left, and I kind of want to talk about another subject. And if you notice, I'm not going to put it in the description about this subject, because it's a touchy subject, and I don't want people to say, oh, you're just trying to get views and stuff like that. You guys know I keep it real. I do shit that I like to do to entertain you guys. I don't ever just make shit up just to get views or, you know, hot topics. I'm not getting ready. I mean, I should, but I haven't to this point did any like, oh, I got to do this topic just because it's hot right now. And what I want to talk about for these last couple minutes is Osama bin Laden. You know, recently on the news they said that we have killed Osama bin Laden. Here's what bothers me. I wasn't really worried about Osama bin Laden anymore, because if you've noticed, there's been no terrorist attacks. This guy's been hiding out. He wasn't coming for us. And on top of all that, he is not the big threat. Like, he's just like the Charles Manson of the group. He tells people what to do. He comes up with the plans, whatever. He plans out these big, huge, let's go kill a couple. You know, like, don't get me wrong, 9/11 was fucked up. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is there's another guy right behind him waiting to take over probably. And he could quite possibly be one of these suicide bomber motherfuckers that doesn't think like Osama. He doesn't want to plan out attacks. He might send over, you know, hundreds of fucking, I guess you would call them unorthodox Muslims because they don't really follow, like, it's not a Muslim thing. Muslims aren't bad. It's the unorthodox, the Al-Qaeda, the people that get together and, you know, change their opinion on their religion. But he might go gather up a couple hundred of these guys and strap them up with bombs and send them over and kill more people. You never know. Like, he might be some trigger finger, crazy motherfucker. So that kind of scares me. And we should all know that Al-Qaeda is a big group of people, or a bunch of crazy people, if nothing else. You can put it that way. Like, and we don't know what they're gonna do now. You know, I look at Osama as a moral victory, killing him. Maybe some of the people that lost people in 9/11 can get a little relief from that. But like I say, in the end cause, it really didn't do much for us other than that. It didn't stop terrorism, and that's actually something I want to do a topic on, is this war on terror, war on crime, war on drugs. Everything has a war on. Like, they use the word war so loosely that it doesn't even have a big purpose anymore. But that's neither here nor there. One thing I do want to point out is that we didn't get to see Osama bin Laden dead. He's all of a sudden was swiftly swept away and buried in the ocean. Okay. That's why that kind of, like, makes me think, Obama's coming up for re-election soon. If they want that guy to stay in office, this is one sure way to get people behind him. He's the guy that got Osama bin Laden killed. We got to keep him. Ron Paul is running for whatever the fuck it is, 2012. Please go check out Ron Paul. And if you don't like him, cool. But if you do, look more into him. Peace.
First off, we're going to try and get onto the ottoman from the fireplace, and to do that, you have to jump up on this brick ledge here, and like a cat, spring forward onto the ottoman. Make sure to tuck your head low to avoid busting your face with the ceiling fan overhead. This is a good spot to get into in case you're trying to have lunch while watching television.